Hey everyone, and welcome back to our channel. Get ready because today we are diving deep into the murky waters of the cruise industry. We're talking about the stuff they really don't want you to find out. If you're planning a cruise, especially for 2025, you need to hear this. These are the secrets, the hacks, the insider tips that can save you a fortune and completely change your cruise experience. The cruise lines are masters of making you feel like everything is included, like you're getting an amazing deal. But trust me, there are hidden costs and clever strategies designed to get you to open your wallet again and again. We're pulling back the curtain today. We've got 9 explosive secrets coming your way. You might even get a little angry when you hear some of these, but you'll be empowered. This isn't just about saving a few bucks, it's about taking control of your vacation and not falling into the traps. Whether you're a first-timer or a seasoned cruiser, stick around. You're going to learn something new. Let's jump right in. Prepare to have your mind blown. Okay, let's start with a big one. Drink packages. They seem so convenient, right? Pay one price, drink all you want. The cruise lines push these hard. But here's the secret. For most people, they are not worth it. They are designed for the heaviest drinkers. You have to consume a significant number of alcoholic beverages every single day just to break even. We're talking like 6 to 8 drinks, sometimes more, depending on the price of the package and the drinks. And that's not even counting the non-alcoholic drinks you might get included anyway, like basic coffee, tea, and water. Plus, many packages have limits on the price per drink, so those fancy cocktails might still cost extra. They also often require everyone in the cabin to buy the package, even if one person barely drinks. It's a classic upsell designed for maximum profit, not maximum value for you. Before you buy, do the math. Seriously, look at the price of the package per day, add the automatic gratuity they tack on, yes, gratuity on the package itself, and divide it by the average price of a drink. That's your break-even point. Consider how much you realistically drink on a typical vacation day. Are you really going to have 7 margaritas before dinner? Probably not. There are other ways to enjoy drinks. Many cruise lines allow you to bring a limited amount of wine or champagne on board at embarkation. Check your specific cruise line's policy. This can save you a ton on pre-dinner drinks. Also, look for happy hour specials on board. Sometimes bars will have discounted drinks at certain times. And when you're in port, drinks are almost always cheaper ashore. Enjoy a few local beverages while exploring. Don't fall for the convenience trap. The drink package is a major profit center for the cruise lines, and they bank on you not drinking enough to make it worthwhile. Be smart, do the math, and keep that money in your pocket. This is where the cruise lines make a killing outside of the ship itself, shore excursions. They offer convenience, yes, but you pay a premium, a huge premium for that convenience. When you book an excursion through the cruise line, you are paying for their markup, their logistics, and their guarantee that the ship won't leave without you, which honestly is rare if you're on a reputable independent tour anyway. You are often paying double, sometimes triple what you would pay if you booked the exact same tour or activity independently. Think about it. The cruise line is just contracting with local tour operators and adding their cut on top. Want to go snorkeling? Find a local dive shop near the port. Want to see historical sites? Hire a local guide or even just take a taxi or public transport. Research your ports before you sail. Look up local tour companies, read reviews on sites like TripAdvisor, and compare prices. You'll be shocked at the difference. Not only can you save a significant amount of money, but you often get a more authentic and less crowded experience when you book independently. You're not part of a massive bus tour with 50 other cruise passengers. Now, a quick note. For certain high-risk activities or ports where safety is a major concern, booking through the cruise line might offer a tiny bit more peace of mind regarding getting back to the ship on time. But for standard city tours, beach days, or common activities, booking direct is almost always the better option. Don't let the fear of missing the ship keep you from saving hundreds, even thousands of dollars over the course of your cruise. The cruise lines want you to book with them because it's easy money for them. Be brave, do your research, and explore on your own terms. Everyone wants the best deal, right? The cruise lines use dynamic pricing, which means the price of a cruise changes constantly based on demand, time of year, and how full the ship is. They don't want you to know the patterns, the sweet spots where you're most likely to find a bargain. It's not just about booking super early or super late. Booking very far in advance, say 18 to 24 months out, can sometimes get you a good price and the best cabin selection. This is when the initial prices are released and demand hasn't fully built up yet. However, prices often fluctuate after that initial release. They might go up, but they also might drop significantly if sales aren't meeting projections. The other potential sweet spot is booking last minute. If a ship isn't full a few months or even weeks before sailing, cruise lines will sometimes slash prices to fill those empty cabins. This is great for budget travelers with flexible schedules. But here's the hack they don't advertise. Sometimes the best deals appear between these periods. Sign up for price drop alerts on third-party cruise booking websites. These sites track price changes better than the cruise lines want you to know. Also, consider using a good travel agent who specializes in cruises. They often have access to group rates, blocked space, or can be notified of flash sales before the general public. They can also help you reprice if the fare drops after you book, though policies vary by cruise line. Don't just book the first price you see. Monitor fares, be flexible if you can, and use resources outside of the cruise line's own website. The price you pay can vary wildly depending on when and how you book. Once you're on the ship, it feels like a cashless society, right? Your key card is linked to your credit card, and it's just swipe, swipe, swipe. This is by design. It makes spending money feel less real, less painful. The cruise lines have perfected the art of the impulse buy and the subtle upsell. From the moment you step on board, you're bombarded with opportunities to spend. Specialty restaurants, expensive photos taken by their photographers, spa treatments with high-pressure sales pitches for products, art auctions selling questionable investments, bingo games with high stakes, overpriced souvenirs in the gift shops. The list goes on. They create an environment where spending feels like part of the fun, part of the vacation experience. But these are massive profit centers. That $20 cocktail, the $50 photo package, the $200 spa treatment, it all adds up incredibly fast. Be mindful of your spending. Set a budget for onboard expenses and track it. Don't just blindly swipe your card. Ask yourself if you really need that third souvenir t-shirt, or if that photo package is worth the cost. Avoid the casino unless you've budgeted for entertainment and understand the odds are not in your favor. Be wary of the art auctions. Research before you even consider bidding. The cruise line wants you to get caught up in the vacation bubble and forget about real-world prices. Stay grounded, be aware of the traps, and make conscious decisions about where your money is going. Your final bill can be a shocking surprise if you're not careful. Staying connected at sea is notoriously difficult and costly. Cruise line Wi-Fi packages are expensive, often slow, and can be frustratingly unreliable, especially in the middle of the ocean. They charge premium prices because they know many people feel they need to be connected, whether for work, family, or social media. It's another captive audience revenue stream. What they don't heavily promote are the alternatives. The most obvious one is waiting until you get to port. Most cruise ports and the towns near them have free Wi-Fi available at cafes, restaurants, or even dedicated hotspots. You can usually find a place to sit down, grab a coffee, and catch up on emails and social media for free or the cost of a cheap drink. Another option, depending on your phone plan and destination, is to get an international roaming plan or purchase a local SIM card in port. This can sometimes be cheaper than the cruise line's Wi-Fi, especially if you need significant data. For 2025, some cruise lines are improving their satellite internet, but the prices are still high. Don't assume you need to buy their most expensive package for the whole trip. Consider if you can truly disconnect for a few days. It's a vacation after all. If you absolutely must be online, plan to use port Wi-Fi or budget carefully for a limited package on board. Don't just automatically buy the most expensive plan they offer. They want you to feel like their Wi-Fi is your only option. It's not. Be strategic about when and where you connect. Choosing your cabin seems simple, right? Pick a balcony if you can afford it, or an inside cabin if you're on a budget. But the location of that cabin on the ship can significantly impact your experience, and the cruise lines don't always make the potential downsides obvious. Cabins directly above or below noisy areas are a prime example. Think about cabins below the buffet, the pool deck, the casino, or the main theater. You could be dealing with scraping chairs, loud music, or late-night nosebleed. Similarly, cabins near elevators or stairwells can experience more foot traffic and noise. Cabins at the very front or very back of the ship can sometimes feel more motion, which is something to consider if you're prone to seasickness. The most desirable locations, generally, are midship and on lower decks for stability, or away from major public areas. These tend to be quieter and feel less motion. The cruise line's deck plans show you where everything is, but they don't explicitly warn you, hey, this cabin is directly under the nightclub. You have to look at the deck plan above and below your potential cabin deck and figure it out yourself. Before you book, especially if you're sensitive to noise or motion, study the deck plans carefully. Look at what's above, below, and next to the cabins you're considering. Don't just pick a cabin based on price or category alone. A slightly cheaper cabin in a bad location could ruin your sleep and your vacation. The cruise lines are happy to sell you any cabin, regardless of its potential drawbacks. Do your homework. Cruise line loyalty programs sound great. Sail more, get perks. Free drinks, priority boarding, discounts, maybe even a free cruise someday. They are designed to keep you coming back to the same cruise line. But here's the secret. These programs encourage brand loyalty, which can prevent you from shopping around for the best price or the best itinerary across all cruise lines. You might stick with one line to reach the next loyalty tier, even if another line has a cheaper fare, a better ship for your needs, or a more interesting itinerary for your desired dates. The perks you earn often require you to spend more money to utilize them. A discount on a specialty restaurant is only valuable if you were planning to eat there anyway. A discount on a future cruise is only useful if you book another cruise with them. They want you to chase status. They want you to feel like you're part of an exclusive club. This feeling encourages you to overlook potentially better value elsewhere. Don't let the promise of future pokes blind you to current value. The loyalty program is a powerful tool for the cruise lines to secure repeat business, even if it's not always in your best financial interest. The buffet is a cruise staple. It's convenient, it's open for long hours, and there's a huge variety of food. But relying solely on the buffet can lead to a less enjoyable dining experience, and the cruise lines are fine with that because it's the most efficient way to feed thousands of people. What they don't emphasize enough are the other included dining options. The main dining room offers a sit-down, multi-course meal experience with waiter service. The food quality is often higher, and it's a much more relaxed and refined atmosphere. Many ships also have other complimentary casual dining venues that aren't the main buffet. Think pizza places, burger grills, delis, or specific ethnic food stations. These often have shorter lines and fresher food prepared to order. The buffet can be chaotic, crowded, and the food sits out for a while. While it's great for a quick bite or when you want a little bit of everything, don't make it your default for every meal. Explore the other included options. They are part of the fare you've already paid. The cruise line wants you to use the buffet because it requires less staff and is easier to manage logistically than full-service dining for everyone all the time. Make reservations for the main dining room if needed, or just show up during open hours. Seek out those smaller, specialized casual spots. You'll likely have a better meal and a more pleasant experience than battling the crowds at the buffet 3 times a day. This is a lesser-known hack, but it can work especially towards the end of the cruise. The cruise line wants to maximize every dollar spent on board, but they also want to sell services and products that might otherwise go unsold. Think about things like spa treatments, specialty dining reservations, or even items in the gift shop. If the spa isn't fully booked, they might be willing to offer a discount, especially on port days when many people are off the ship. Specialty restaurants might offer incentives to fill tables on less popular nights or towards the end of the cruise. Gift shops might have unadvertised sales or be willing to bundle items. This requires a bit of confidence, but it doesn't hurt to ask politely. If you're booking a spa treatment, ask if there are any specials or discounts available. If you're considering a specialty restaurant, ask if they have any promotions. Towards the end of the cruise, if you see merchandise in the shops that hasn't sold, you might find steeper discounts or be able to ask if they can do a better price if you buy multiple items. The staff often have some flexibility, especially if it means making a sale rather than getting nothing. The cruise line doesn't advertise this because they'd rather you pay full price. But if you don't ask, you don't get. Be polite, choose the right time when they aren't slammed, and see if you can snag a deal. It's not guaranteed, but it's a secret weapon in your onboard spending arsenal. There you have it, 9 secrets the cruise lines would prefer you didn't know. From overpriced drinks and excursions to hidden fees and spending traps, the industry is designed to maximize revenue at every turn. But now you're armed with knowledge. You know to question the drink package, research independent excursions, track prices, be wary of onboard spending, find cheaper Wi-Fi, choose your cabin wisely, evaluate loyalty programs critically, explore all dining options, and even try to negotiate on board. Cruises are amazing vacations, offering incredible value for transportation, accommodation, food, and entertainment, all in one package. But understanding these secrets is key to ensuring you get the best value and don't come home to a shocking credit card bill. Don't let the cruise line dictate your spending. Be informed, be strategic, and take control of your vacation budget and experience. If you found these secrets helpful, please give this video a thumbs up. It really helps the channel. And subscribe for more travel hacks and tips that the industry doesn't want you to know. What are your best cruise hacks? Share them in the comments below. Let's help each other save money and cruise smarter. Thanks for watching and happy cruising, the smart way.